if you are really serious about getting that call center job, then this video is for you. Hi guys, so finally I got a chance to record this video. So today I'm gonna be sharing with you my 6 years of experience working in a call center. So let me give you a brief background about myself. So I've been in the call center industry for over 6 years. First 4 years I worked as a frontline representative, and on my latter 2 years of work experience, I got promoted as a supervisor for customer service, and then the other year is as a technical support supervisor. My goal is to share with you that 6 years of experience on this series of videos. Alright, so stay tuned, subscribe, and click that bell down below so that you'll be notified. So let's start. So before anything else, you should prepare for this job. Okay, so one thing that I can share with you is, of course, call center, most especially in the Philippines, our main client or our main customer is United States. So the first thing that the number one thing that you need to consider and that you need to learn is you need to get comfortable with the English language. Again, comfortable with the English language. So when you say comfortable, just usual for you to speak in English. It will just come out naturally. All right. So this is the first goal that we should consider. And how are you going to do that? So the first thing that you have to do is, or the very simple thing that you have to do is watch movies. All right, watch English movies. If you love watching Filipino movies or your local movies, I would suggest that you stop watching those for the meantime, because you need to watch English movies so that you will be used to the English language, most especially your ears. All right, because this is one thing that you need to take note of. English is all about sound. All right, pronunciation. Okay, and we're gonna get into that later on. Number two that you can do is listen to music. Again, only English music is what you should be listening to. Alright, so you might be thinking, why do you have to? Again, we want you to be comfortable with the English language, most especially your ears, because if you can hear it well, then most likely you will be able to say it the same thing. On how you hear the words, you will be able to deliver it the way you hear it. Okay, and then number three that you can do is listen to podcasts. That is what I used to do. If you don't know what podcast is, basically this is more like an interview, or one person will discuss something. Anything else, it could be anything else. English, I would suggest that you go for the English discussing about the English language itself. Alright, I remember when I was still studying and preparing for this call center job, I have a audio. Alright, it's a podcast audio, English learning, something like that. Just go ahead and Google it, guys. It's there's a lot, there's tons of it available online. What else? I also have an audio with pronunciation and building grammar, those kind of things is what I'm listening to. I stopped listening to the native because my native language is Filipino, so I stopped listening to Filipino music, to Filipino language kind of thing. But it doesn't mean that I don't love the Filipino language anymore, guys. We're doing this all for the sake of getting that call center job. So always keep that in mind, okay? And then one thing is think and talk in English. Think and talk in English. So how are you going to do that? For example, if you just saw something, oh, that girl is beautiful. Oh, that car is beautiful. So you're gonna say it that way, only in your mind, okay? But if nobody's hearing you, that's fine. That's all okay. Uh, think in English. Think and talk in English. Because remember, call center job, all right, or being a call center agent, you will be talking in English like 8 to 9 hours shift. All right, there are some call centers, or most of the call centers that I have worked for, we have a thing called EOP, which is English Only Policy. All right, so you should be able to be comfortable really with the English language. That's the secret, right? And then what's next? So again, let me do a recap. Watch movies, listen to music, listen to podcasts. Would also consider watching English tutorials. All right, there's tons of it available in YouTube already. Again, podcast, English tutorials. What else? There's tons of it. Just search for it, guys. Okay, and then let's go to the basics. You really need to go back to basics. If English is not your first language, so it's like learning the way you learn the language that you're speaking right now. First is Filipino, so we have abacada, all right? So I forgot what it's called already in Filipino, but I'm talking about vowels and consonants. So what are vowels? These are A, E, I, O, U, and then consonants are the rest of the letters. All right? Why do you have to study that? Because it varies, and how you pronounce it on your native language, it's different on how we pronounce it in the English language. So that's the very best thing that you should start with. Start with the basics, most especially with the alphabet and how it's pronounced in English. All right. For example, in my language, Filipino, I is pronounced as E. All right. So when you have that in mind, that I is pronounced as E, tendency is, if you're reading an English word, you will pronounce it like you're speaking in Filipino or Tagalog. Alright, so it's very important. Again, pronunciation is very important in the English. So let's start with vowels and consonants. What's next? Subject verb agreement. So don't be overwhelmed or don't get intimidated by this word, subject verb agreement. This is patinig or katinig in Tagalog or in Filipino. I'm just not sure, but it's like that. We'll just basically learning it again. Alright? You don't have to really memorize it. You just have to know how to use it. Like us when we were studying Filipino. Alright? What's next? Noun and pronoun. So, simuno panag-uri thing. I think that's it. Noun or pronoun. So you have to get used to it. Again, just search for it in Google, the meaning of it, examples of it. Even in YouTube, there's a lot of it, tons of it, tons of example available meanings. So check that out. And then what else? Prepositions. Okay, again, prepositions. There's a lot of example as well available online. Conjunctions. All right. You need to study those, all right, so that you can be comfortable with the English language. What else? Verb tenses. This is very important. Past tense, present tense, future tense. So eat, ate, those kind of things. Alright, so what else? Basically, what I'm trying to point out here, guys, is this is what you need to compose a sentence or to build your grammar. Because what you really need to build up uh, is your grammar skills and how you create grammar or how you build sentences. Those are the things that you have to focus on. I'm gonna share you my cheat sheets. All right. So this is my cheat sheets when I was still uh, trying to study and learn the English language. Again, I'm not very fluent when it comes to English, but I just show you. All right. So this is my cheat sheets. Good thing I was able to find it. Alright, I've been looking for this. So this is building a sentence. Alright. And those are what are these? Composition of the sentence, adjective, adverb, articles, conjunctions, interjection, noun, preposition, pronoun, proper noun, verb. Alright. So I just searched this from Google, guys, and then I printed it out. This was way back 2013. Okay, so this is how all these cheat sheets are. What else? So sentence. I'm gonna show you this to you later on, but one important thing is idioms. You need to study idioms, guys, because in Tagalog or in Filipino, idioms is what we call salawikain. Alright? So, I'll just give you an example. For example, ilista mo sa tubig. Alright? So, the translation of that is just forget about it in English. Basically. Right? Because you cannot list something in the water. Just forget about it. So those are the examples. So let me give you an example in English. But what they love using is cut me some slack. Cut me some slack. So the meaning of that is give me more time. Those are the examples of idioms. Just type idioms in Google. There's tons of example for it. It will be very helpful, guys, because Americans love using idioms, most especially the adults one. Alright, the adults love that. What else? Okay, guys, take note of this. Notice that I did not include spelling, alright? Because I want you to forget what you've learned, alright, in school for spelling. Spelling is very helpful, don't get me wrong. But it will not help you, most especially if English is not your first language again, because English is all about sounds. It's all about sounds, pronunciation. Unlike us Filipinos or for other nationality, you have a different way of saying things. So for us Filipino, we usually read words as it is. Alright, because that's how our language works. Yeah, so just forget about spelling for the meantime, guys. There'll be time in the call center that you will need to spell it out, but we Filipinos are very good at spelling, and but just forget about it for the meantime. Alright, you need to focus on pronunciation, and these are the important things that you need to focus on. I want you to focus on the pronunciation of P versus the F, because we Filipinos have a tendency to switch the pronunciation of those two letters. Alright, P and F. What else? B and V. Alright, I'm talking about B as in boy and V as in victory. So get used to how it's pronounced. Alright, there's secrets on how to pronounce it. Like B, you just have to put your lip all together, and then the V, you have to bite your lip. So there's secret to that, tips and secret. It's also available on YouTube, and Google is also there. So you just have to be resourceful. You just have to be resourceful. Okay, sorry about that. What else? The T and H sound is very important. Alright, how you pronounce it is you have to stick your tongue out. Alright, so that's the T and H. For example, the word THE, that's most of the Filipinos pronounce it as the, like the D sound, but it's the with a thumb. Alright, if there are TH in any word, it should be pronounced as for first timer. It will be very hard, but you'll get used to it. You just have to practice it. Okay. What else? The schwa. There are schwa pronunciation. It depends on the word. Again, let's just give you an example. Letter A. All right. That's A in English. In Tagalog, it's a. All right. And then there's a schwa sound for it. For example, in the word apple, apple. All right. So that you cannot pronounce it as apple. All right. Or apple, it's actually apple with the sound of the E, apple. So those are samples of schwa sounds. So just check it out, guys. It will be much better if you'll get used to it. You'll hear it from time to time. It's all available on YouTube again, and even in Google. All right, so that will be it for this video. All I want for this video, guys, is for you to prepare for the call center job that you're looking for, and then don't worry, I'll be covering the other things on my next video. This is not just a single video. This is going to be a series of video that I'll be sharing with you guys. My goal here is to help you get that call center job, and I want to share with you my 6 years of experience working in the call center. Don't forget to comment down below if you have questions, or if for those people who have call center experience and you come across this video, please let's share our best practices with the other people out there. Alright, so let's help each other out. If I missed something, or if you want to comment on anything, please don't forget to comment down below. I will try my very best to answer all your questions and response to you. Okay, so thank you so much, guys, for watching. Again, like, subscribe, and click that bell down below. Alright, if you want to share this video to your friends or to any other person out there who would love to be in the call center position, or a call center job, or a call center agent, whatever you call it, just go ahead and share it. Alright, my goal is to reach as much as people and help as much as people with this video. Alright, so thank you so much for watching. Good luck.